Hello and welcome to my channel. I am going to do Excel chapter 5 mid-level 2 Fiesta collection. This is the fifth chapter of Excel section of my IT Lab course. I will do this assignment step by step and you can get your assignment done by watching this video. If you want me to do your assignment, if you want me to do your complete course, just contact me on WhatsApp, email or WeChat ID that I have mentioned in the description of this video. You can have me for your other courses like accounting, management, finance, information technology, or writing assignment as well. I can do your Word assignments, PowerPoint assignment, Excel assignment, and Assess assignment. Please contact me on email or WhatsApp number that is showing at the bottom of the screen. You can get my WhatsApp direct link from the description of this video, and my WhatsApp direct link is showing at the banner of my channel. Please subscribe to my channel so that you can have more useful videos, solutions, and also please like my video. Let's start this assignment from step 1 and solve this assignment step by step. So title of the assignment is Exp19 Excel chapter 5 mid-level 2 Fiesta collection. First step of the assignment is we are supposed to download this Excel sheet, that is Exp19 Excel chapter 5 mid-level 2 Fiesta. So I have already downloaded this one and we are supposed to apply each and every single instruction question in that file to get that assignment ready to submit. So I have already downloaded that sheet. So this is just about downloading the Excel sheet. That is why we will move to next step, that is step number 2. Step number 2 is the workbook contains related tables. You must create a relationship between these tables so that you can create a pivot table using the data from both tables. So basically we are supposed to create the relationship, and creating relationship is necessary to create the pivot table. So it is saying that we are supposed to create a relationship between the item table using the color number field and the color table using the color number field. So let's go to the sheet, click on the data tab, and now we are supposed to create the relationship. So after clicking on the data tab, go to the data tools, this one, data tools layout tab, then click on the relationships. So we are supposed to create a new relationship. So we will click on new. Now it is saying that create a relationship between the item table using the color number field and the color table using the color number field. So we'll select the table from here, select the item table and select the field that is a color number, and again the color table, and we will select the color number field. So we are supposed to create a relationship between the item table and the color table using the color number field for both of them. Click OK. So you can see that a relationship has been created between the item table and the color table using the color number as a field. So close this one. So that is all about step number 2. So we have done this one. Now let's move to next step, that is step number 3. So step number 3 is saying that create a blank pivot table from within the items table on the collection worksheet to analyze multiple tables. Add the data to data model, place the pivot table on a new worksheet and name the worksheet retired color. Name the pivot table as a retired. So first it is saying that create a blank pivot table from within the items table on the collection worksheet. So go to the collection worksheet and we are supposed to create a pivot table. So we will go to the insert tab and click on from the table, this one, because we are supposed to create from the atom table on the sheet. Then it is saying they add the data to the data model, place the pivot table on a new worksheet and name the worksheet retired color. So we are supposed to create the pivot table from the table, that is the collection table. So place this on a new worksheet and check this box. Add this to data model as well. Click OK. So a pivot table has been inserted on new worksheet. So now we already added this to the data model, and now we'll rename the sheet as the retired color. So rename the sheet as the retired color. Retired colors. So rename the sheet as retired colors and also name the pivot table as retired. So go to the pivot table and name it retired and press enter. So that is all about step number 3. So we have completed step number 3 where we created a pivot table from the table on the collection worksheet. Then we added the table to data model. Then we renamed the worksheet and the pivot table. So that is the pivot table. That is a blank pivot table. So let's move to step number 4. Step number 4 is display the names of both worksheets. Display the names of both table in the pivot table field task pane. Display the color field as the rows and the sum of the replacement value field as the value. So first we are supposed to display the both table, and for this we will click on the all, and you can see the name of both table, color and item. Now we are supposed to insert the values for this one. So first we are supposed to insert the color field as the rows. So we will insert the color field as the rows, this one, and after that it is saying that sum of the replacement values as the values. So sum of the replacement values, so we will get this from the item table. This is the replacement value, add this as the values. So we have inserted the color field as the rows and the replacement values as the values. So that is what all about step number 4. So we have completed 4 steps so far. Now we will move to next step, that is step number 5. So step number 5 is saying that retired color are often worth more than currently available colors. Therefore, you want to filter the data to show only retired color. Add a filter to display aggregates for the retired color only using the retired field. Note that current colors do not have a retirement date. You must filter out the blanks. So we are supposed to add a filter to display the aggregate for the retired colors. So let's go to the sheet and we are supposed to add this retired colors as a filter. So let me show you this one. So we will take this and we will take it to the filters. Notice saying that add a filter to display aggregates for the retired color only using the retired field. Note that current color do not have retirement date. You must filter out the blanks. This one. You can see that we have filtered out the blanks that is given here. you must filter out the blanks, this one. So they don't have any retirement date. So this is all about step number 5, where we enter a retire field as the filtered. Then we filter the result for the retired field that don't have any date, that are called blanks. So we filter for the blanks. So that is all about step number 5. So we have completed 5 steps so far. Let me move to next step, that is step number 6. So I am doing these steps and I am also explaining these steps. So let's do step number 7 now. Apply the light green pivot style medium 7. So now we are supposed to change the style of the pivot table and it should be light green pivot style medium 7. So let's go to the design. Light green pivot style medium 7. Light green pivot style medium 7. This one. So that is the depending on the version of the okay. So that is all about step number 6, where we are supposed to change the style of that pivot table. So we have completed 6 steps. Let's move to the next step, and next step is step number 7 now. So basically this assignment have 16 steps and I am doing step number 7 now for you. So in retired color sheet, format the values with the counting number format with 2 decimal places. So now we are supposed to format these values as a counting number format with 2 decimal places, and we can do this from here. Click on that, click on the values formatting and go to the number format. And now we are supposed to counting number format with 2 decimal places. That is mentioned in the instruction. So click on that and this value will be formatted as the counting number format with 2 decimal places. So that is what is required here. So basically we have completed 7 steps so far. But we will move to next step, that is step number 8. Create a cluster, create a custom heading name, replacement values, change label. So I have shown you 7 steps so far, and now I am going to do step number 8. So it is saying that in cell B3, create a custom heading name, replacement values. So we are supposed to name B3 as the custom heading. So let's do this one. So we are supposed to name this as the replacement values. So we will make this as the replacement values. Replacement values. And the next we are supposed to make the label in A3 as the retired color. So we will make it retired color. So retired colors. We are done with this one. We have completed 8 steps so far, and basically this assignment have 16 steps. So I have done half of the assignment so far. So next step is step number 9, and in step number 9 it is saying that you want to add a second value field to display the values as a percentages of grand total. So we are supposed to add a second replacement value field, and we can do this by adding a second value replacement field below the first current values field in the values area. select the option to display the values as the percentage of grand total, type the custom name as the percent of the total. So first let's add this. So we'll go to the item table and go to this replacement value and add it below the first value field in the values section. So another value section has been added. So now we are supposed to display this. It is saying that select the option to display the values as the percentage of grand total. So now we are supposed to show this as the percentage of grand total. So click on that and go to the value field setting. So now it is saying that show the values as a percentage of grand total. So we will click on the percentage of grand total here. After clicking here, click OK, and now it is showing at the percentage of the grand total. So after that it is showing that type the custom name as the percent of the total. So now we are supposed to change the custom name. So go to value field setting, and then we are supposed to change the custom name, and custom name should be percent of total. So we will type percent of total here. So percent of total. So we have added the percent of total here. Click OK, and you can see the percent of total is there. So that is all about step number 9. So I have shown you 9 complete steps so far. I started from step 1, where we created the relationship. Then we created the pivot table. Then we added the rows and the values field setting. Then we changed the pivot style. Then we changed the name in P3 and in A3. Then we added another value fields, that is the percent of the total. So we have completed 9 steps so far. I have shown you these 9 steps completely. That is almost 60% of this assignment. Now for the remaining field, I will give you an overview and you can complete those remaining steps. So let me go to step number 10 now. So next step is step number 10, and step number 10, it is saying that add a slicer for the color field. Select 3 colors to display: apricot, this one and this one. So we are supposed to select these colors to display only. So these are the color names. We are supposed to display these colors only, and for this we will first add a slicer. So I have added the slicer already. Let me show you the slicer. So this is the slicer, and it is showing the name for the color name for the selected color that are given in the requirement. So I have already selected and set the slicer. So next step is apply the light green slicer style 6. So I have already changed the slicer style. Then I have already changed the button width. So that is done, and I have already done this as well. So that is step number 11. Step number 12 is create a cluster column pivot chart and paste it on a new worksheet tab pivot chart. So I have already inserted this color cluster column pivot chart. So next one, we are supposed to add the chart title to this one. I have already added the chart title to this one. So basically I have shown you this complete assignment. I can do this assignment for you. I can produce A grade for you in this assignment. You can have me for your other assignments like accounting, management, finance, information technology, computer sciences, or writing assignment as well. You can have me for your Word assignments, PowerPoint assignments, Access assignment, and Assess assignment as well. Please subscribe to my channel, like my video, and if you have any question, my WhatsApp number and email is showing at the bottom of the screen. Just contact me. So as I have shown you this complete version of the assignment, I have done this hundreds of times for the different clients. For the different students, they got 100 out of 100. But if you want to get A grade in this assignment, if you want to get A grade in this course, just contact me and I will produce A grade for you. Thank you so much for watching my video. I will get back to you with another video.